Hey, happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a great day myself. Ready for a new week, ready to get started, ready to bring you guys some of this content that I've been preparing for you. Just wanted to, harp on a couple of things here that we're seeing so far in real estate in the Central Florida area. I know some people who watch this around the country, but this is basically going to be for the Florida market at this particular point. But some of this information can relate to where your particular market is. I know some markets do match what Florida is doing in certain areas. So, go ahead and just, tune in for this particular video. This is going to be for my buyers and my sellers. So if you're buying right now, if you're looking to buy, or if you're selling right now, you're looking to sell, this video is for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it and just give you all the information that I have here for you on this beautiful Sunday, okay? First things first, here in Central Florida, housing market is still booming. It's just as simple as that. Houses are selling like hotcakes, and buyers are buying as soon as they can. There's a line out the door for certain homes. Certain homes you can get right away. Just depends on where you're actually looking in what area that you're looking at, right? So first things first, I'm gonna give you guys some numbers and things like that to kind of go over, but don't harp on the number too much. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the numbers, but I'm gonna give you the information behind the numbers and what that means for us to what we're seeing moving forward. Because you got to remember, this is not about just 2021. We got to look down the line within 2021, but then we got to look at what's going to happen in 2023, what's going to happen in 2024. There's a lot of things that come up with that, so we want to make sure that we have all the information that we can. So we're very educated in our decisions that we're making down the line, that are going to affect us down the line too as well, right? So first things first, last week, this particular week, the fixed year 30-year mortgage rate has rose from 2.73% to 2.81%, right? So that's easy to say, hey, that's not a big jump, right? But that's a couple extra dollars that now you're going to have to pay based on that interest rate actually going higher, right? Now, we don't see to where the numbers are not showing to where it's going to go a little bit higher than that, right? It's more going to float around that 3% range for 2021, but that's still, more money that you're going to have to pay down the line. So it's better to get in now when the rate is as low as it can be, still hitting record lows. Probably has bottomed out, more than likely. Don't quote me on that because it could change, but I'm just looking at it from the perspective of today and this particular day that I'm making this particular video, right? And then, that's just for my buyers to understand that, hey, it's still a good time to actually get in, but you want to make sure you get in as quickly as possible before that rate actually rises again, or if it gets even over 3%, goes a little bit higher than that, depending on, what's going on in the actual market, right? So there's going to be a two-part thing too as well, because I'm going to go for my buyers and then I'm going to go for my sellers, right? So for my buyers too as well, the inventory is low, but demand is very high, right? So this is for both buyers and sellers at this point, right? In January, I'm going to give you this number. In January, new listings for single-family homes were down over 10% year over year. So that means, last year at this time versus this year at this time, there's a 10% drop off in new listings, right? Yeah, there's a 10% drop off in those new listings, but there are a plethora of buyers who are actually looking to buy at this particular point, right? You got to understand, there are people who are moving within the state of Florida who are already going to move anyway. And then there are people who are moving from up north. There are people who are moving from out west. People who are moving from the south area, just in general, moving to Florida. This is a great retirement state, great place to live. Why wouldn't you want to live in Florida? Come on. I know some of my people who already live in Florida. They love it here. But just in general, I'm speaking to the demand of those particular homes in this particular area. You just have to understand that the demand is very high, and there's a line around the corner for any home that you're putting in an offer for. So you just have to understand that, right? So let's go over how the pricing has changed for those single family homes, right? So for the single family home sales, over this versus this time last year, they're up 18%, right? They're up 18%, and the median price is up 15.1%. 15.1%. So that means if your house was going to sell for $100,000 last year, that means now it is up 15% that you can sell it for, and then you could probably get a higher price than that because the demand is so high that the third person put in a $10,000 more increase, and then the next person put in a $20,000 more increase. It just means that you can get a higher price for your house right now because the demand is so high for people who are trying to move here, people who are trying to move within here, and people who were already going to move anyway, who were set regardless of what was going on in the country regarding the pandemic and things like that. So a lot of things factor into that, right? And that's those numbers are for the Florida market, right? Now, for the median home price across the country, based on January, right? That rose up 14.1%. So across the country, home prices rose 14.1% year over year from this time last year, right? That's a significant jump that you have to understand, right? That means, and when we look at it, prices across every region of the country in January rose. Those same home prices for single family homes rose. That means that is affecting your market too as well. Now, again, this is Central Florida. A lot of people are moving here, but in other places, they may be moving out. But if someone is moving into that, they're now going to pay a 14% premium on that particular listing price, based, year over year, based on what it was last year. So you just have to understand that, those numbers, to understand what's going on in the market, which is why I'm bringing you that now, here today. Now, let me kind of harp on a couple things here for, I'm going to stick with my buyers here, and then I'm going to go to my sellers here. So sellers, stick with me. But this is very important for you too as well to understand, right? For my buyers, what does this mean for you, right? That means that the best time to buy is now because the interest rates are still low. They're still hitting record lows, right? They're still as low as it ever been in any time in history in this country, right? I'm really talking about Central Florida, right? And the Florida market in general, statewide, right? So that means you have to have patience when you're working with your realtor. I tell my clients all the time who I'm working with, hey, be patient with me because it's not just you lining up to get the home, right? It's 4, 5, 6 people who are lining up, right? I literally just talked to my mentor the other day, right? Let's look at it this way. He put a listing up earlier in the week, right? Last week, he put a listing up early in the week. He held off on the open houses for that particular house. He held off on the open houses till Saturday, right? Before Saturday even got here, he had 6 offers already for a property that was unseen. He had 6 offers. Now, of course, he's probably going to get more once he actually does the open house, but he has 6 offers that people haven't even seen the home. Now, of course, they're going to see it, at the open house if they go, or they're going to see it if the offer gets accepted before the open house. They would go through an inspection period, things like that. Of course, you're going to see the home, but that's just how high the demand is. And then, he's listing great prices. My mentor is the best. But at the same time, that's what I'm saying. You're lined up with so many other people at this point that you have to be patient. Sometimes even that first home that you really want, that may not be the best home for you. Just understand that when it's time, you're going to get the home that you want. I promise you, you will. You just have to be patient with your realtor. I tell my clients, like I say, be patient with me and understand that I'm going to do everything that I can to get to you. And get this home for you, but there is a pecking order at this particular point that you have to understand that everybody is buying. It is not just you as it was a year ago and a couple years ago and things like that. It's a different market at this point, right? So what you have to understand too, we haven't hit summer yet for my buyers, so there is going to be more inventory. There was a lower home construction building moving into 2021 in January. But the demand is up because we do know that more applications were put in for new home construction, right? So that means more homes are going to be on the market ready to sell. Could be condos, could be apartment houses, homes, could be, just single family homes just in general. So don't worry, there is going to be something there for you, right? So let me move to my sellers here so I can close this out here for you, right? For my sellers, simple as this: list your home. It really is that simple. Just list your home. Now, list it if you are ready to list now, or if you are already looking to move, right? Do not quote me on this and say, hey, Charlie said sell my house right now. I need to sell right now. No, do not do that. But understand your financial situation and how this can benefit you too as well, right? Because the fact that you can get 15% more on your home at this point, and probably even higher than your list price, why not sell at this point, right? So if you're listing for $250,000, you can almost you're more than likely going to get at least some more than that if you have a line of buyers around the corner. You could probably get $30,000 more on your home, right? And then just downsize and buy another home in your particular area that you're looking for, right? You just have to understand that. That's all I want you to understand is this is a great opportunity for you if you were looking to downsize. Now, don't run and do it because you see everybody else doing it. Charlie, you're watching this video. You said Charlie said do it. No, no, no. Charlie did not say do that. I said if you are already in place and already looking to sell, this is a great time to sell. So once you put that price out there and list it, you're more than likely going to get more for your home than what you even expected at the beginning, right? So I just want you guys to kind of understand that, and then you can net those profits, right? Say you net $40,000, you can net $40,000 because you sell your home for say $250. And then you buy a home for $210, right? $210,000. Now you're netting that $40,000, and you can take a trip. You can do whatever you want to do. You can pay off some debts. Do whatever you need to do. Maybe improve that home that you downsized to. Use that to improve it. So now you're living in a mansion. And you didn't even know it. So just help yourself in that particular regard. So that's why I wanted to bring you guys that information, so you can understand that. For my sellers too as well, if you already, it's a great time to cash out and refinance your home too as well with the low mortgage rates. The 15-year mortgage rates are at record lows too as well. So you can refinance. And then again, this is not saying you should do this. I'm just giving you the information that this could help you out with that, okay? So just want to make sure you guys understand what's going on early here in 2021. And, things could change tomorrow. Things could change next week. But you got to understand that it's not just looking at 2021. We got to look down the line. We got to look down at 2030. Excuse me. We got to look down the line at 2030. How's this going to affect me? How's it going to affect my kids? How's it going to affect my grandkids, my brother, my sister, my spouse? You got to understand this, right? And your realtor should be talking to you this. I talk to my clients to this all the time. So if you guys have any questions about this, or if you guys have any any questions or any more content that you want to see regarding the early trends or just in general, go ahead and leave a comment below or reach out to me directly. You connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, also on my website, charlieprealestate.com, or you can email me at charlieprealestate@gmail.com too as well. So just want to give you guys that information. Go ahead and follow me on YouTube too as well. I have more content on the way for you. Just trying to get some production things together, but we're going to be good to go, okay? So I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Like I said, I am. Hope you guys found some value in this particular video, and looking forward to see you guys again, okay? Hope you guys have a good one. Thank you.